Parasite is a movie that everyone's been talking about lately. This movie's about the Kim family. They are very poor and they're unemployed. And they are really poor. Like, they're really struggling. There's a part in the movie where the city is getting fumigated just like on the streets, and they're about to close their windows, and the dad's like, no, keep them open. We'll get free fumigation. It's because they had bugs. Like, they're really not doing well at all. And they start getting invested and involved with this rich family called the Parks. And as they get more and more invested with this family, they learn a little bit more, and chaos starts to ensue. This movie's been out for, I think, a month now, and I've been hearing crazy things about it. I actually had an opportunity to see it like 3 weeks ago, and I turned it down to go review another movie, and man, I regret the shit out of that. I'm so mad I did not see this movie earlier. This movie is insane. It is crazy. I can't think of any other words to say. This movie is insanity. Oh my god. I really like this movie a lot. So let's get into it even more. First off the bat, I want to say this movie is actually pretty funny. I was surprised. I knew what the concept of this movie was. I've seen a trailer, and I was like, this movie looks disturbing as hell. It is disturbing as hell, but there are funny parts in this movie. I was very surprised. As I was watching the first act of this movie, it kind of reminded me of something that the gang would do in an episode of It's Always Sunny. I swear, it's something they maybe have done before, but it just gave up that vibe, and it was pretty funny. Still pretty suspenseful, but still pretty funny. And then, no spoilers, something happens. I won't say when in the movie, but something happens that changes everything. And it's something I did not see coming at all. I was honestly shocked. I was literally in the theater. I was all alone. I was the only person in this theater, and I was like, holy shit! Seriously, I did not expect that to happen. I won't spoil it, but it was crazy. And then, after that, this movie gets so suspenseful. The movie was already suspenseful in the first act. Yes, I said it was pretty funny and it reminded me It's Always Sunny, but it's still super suspenseful. But after this twist happens, the movie gets so suspenseful. This is one of the most suspenseful movies I've ever seen. When these scenes were happening, my body just had so much anxiety that I was sitting in this recliner chair, just like flipping the switch back and forth because I couldn't sit still. I was so nervous. I can't emphasize how suspenseful this movie was. And I gotta give hats off to the director of this movie. He also does a really good job of showing the huge divide and gap between the poor and the rich, and how they are very similar but in different ways. And a lot of the shots mirror what's going on with the rich family and what's going on with the poor family. An example, in the movie, it rains one night, and the Kim family, the poor family, it hits them hard. It causes a lot of pain for their family, and a lot of bad shit happens to them because of it. And then the Park family, the rich family, like, oh, this is a blessing. Now we have blue skies for our outdoor party now because of the rain last night. It just shows the difference in like how simple things affect the rich and they affect the poor, how something like rain can really destroy a family that's in poverty, but for the rich, it's not really that big of a deal, and it kind of helps them. And also with the rich family, they don't paint them like cartoonish rich douchebags that you see in like every other movie, like, I was getting the 7 Series Beamer, but I only had to settle for the 6 Series. Meh. They don't make the Parks like that. They make them seem like normal people. The movie's very realistic in how they portray people. An interesting theme this movie also touches on is what people do that are in need once they get a taste of what it's like to be in rich society or in that class. What people do to each other just to get little leftovers of people from the rich and just to stay up in that class. It's a very interesting concept that this movie explores in a very interesting way, and I have to give that to the direction and the writing of this movie. It's a movie that really makes you think about these things, about these social issues. I think that's great for a movie like this. And I think the last act of this movie is so good. It's a perfect ending for this movie. It's exactly what the plot was building to. It was so satisfying to see that, and very shocking and also very disturbing. In the end, Parasite is amazing. I love this movie. It is perfectly directed. It is perfectly shot. It's perfectly written. The actors and actresses do a fantastic job. And throughout the whole movie is very interesting and investing. And like I said, a lot of things happen that I did not see coming at all. You think the movie's going one way, and it just keeps throwing you curveballs till you don't know what the hell's even going on anymore. If Parasite's in a theater by you, go see it now. I love Parasite. I have no issues with this movie, and because of that, Parasite gets a 10 out of 10.
It's over! It's over!
Man, 2019 has been awesome for movies. There's been so many good movies, and we still have a month left of movies. I'm so happy 2019 has been so good for movies this year. So guys, Parasite's been out for about a month. I feel like a lot of you guys have seen already, so please comment below with no spoilers what you guys thought of the movie. I'm really curious to see if you liked it as much as I did. Thank you guys so much for watching, and click here to see more of Davey Dave's Takes.